Alright, yeah, and welcome back to some more Gwent. So I apologise for the lack of Gwent videos over the past week or so. We've been going through a new change to the actual game, so the entire core of the game has actually been changed off quite a fair amount. For example, golds can now be targeted and things like that. So I did have a deck lined up, but with the new changes, it absolutely got nerfed down to the bones from the new changes, so it just really wasn't good enough to put content out for. So instead, I have built a different deck, which was terrible before the patch, and now after the patch it's actually working out quite well for me, so hopefully we get to go see some fun matches in Ranked. Alright guys, I will see you there.
If it's peace you desire, prepare for war.
The North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
Okay, so we're up against Reveal. I do believe this Reveal deck has actually taken quite a hit recently, so I'm not sure what our odds are. Of course, there is an entirely new meta, so I have to take time to learn it. I don't think weather is going to be a thing, and I don't really want to be doing any revealing for our opponent either. Albert Pikeman is what I was hunting for, and I'm glad we found it. We do go first, so we want to lead off with our Albert Pikeman, because we will be thinning out our deck quite a fair bit. And hoping that our opponent does a fair bit of thinning themselves. They are, of course, going to be using their Dale and Foot Soldiers, revealing those and drawing cards, so we're going to be in quite a good spot. Milfgaard is at its best when our opponents are playing a standard size of a deck, so this is very good for us.
Not all battles will end in bloodshed.
Morvran is doing his thing. Is he revealing our cards or is he revealing his own? Right. He's revealing our cards, so I wouldn't say he's actually revealed our win condition by any stretch. Although he does see, of course, the Shackles plus the Avalac, which is the main combo. Maybe he knows that we're playing against Milfgaard, but who knows. What do we want to do here? I suppose we could lead off with a Rot Tosser just to keep him on his feet. I don't think there's anything in the melee row that he can play that's higher than that, so he's going to lose 9 points on that. Unless he takes care of the Cow Carcass with something like an Orcs. And getting Orcs out of his hand is going to be pretty cool. Well, it really does a great deal against us, though, as it stands. So in theory, that Rot Tosser was a 15-point play. If he lets this Cow Carcass do its thing anyway. You may notice as well, I've got some new things hanging around on screen. This is actually a Gwent tracker. It allows me to see what cards are in my deck still, so I don't have to figure it out. He is going to go with the Orcs. Interesting. Yeah, it allows me to see what cards are still in my deck and what cards my opponent's already played, so I know what's potentially left in his deck, for example. Let's see. Down to 12 cards. How far do we want to play this out? Is the big thing. Don't really want to use my Shackles on that Cow Carcass, otherwise, although it would be quite nice in terms of points right now. I need it for my Avalac. So we do only have one. Let's see. I guess we could just go with an All-Break. It's a nice little bit of mill. It does get him a reveal though, which is unfortunate. It finds him a spotter. Okay. Next we can probably play the Nausicaa Standard Bearer. I play this out mostly because I don't think he's going to be running any weather. The only thing he's really going to be running is probably Van Heemar, and if he's going to use Biting Frost on that, then that's probably fine with me. I live to serve. Drawing some more cards. Good for us. Good for us indeed. Could also use our Alchemist as well to reveal another card out of his hand. There's been a nerf to reveal now, so our opponents, if we reveal our opponent's cards, they don't get the boost off of it, so it might actually be a good idea.
You've not seen me.
Oh, it's Mardrome. Is that actually gonna do anything? This strengthens. Suppose he can get the standard bearer buff off. What else? I don't think that really hits anything, to be honest. No, not really. Just wanting to draw some more cards.
If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
Alchemist revealing Van Heemar. Van Heemar's in here for the weather deck, so maybe I'll play him out actually and just start frosting our opponent. But if we play Van Heemar and we frost the... probably the ranged road, just because it gets the most points out immediately in case he passes. So it's 5-point play immediately. We're 7 points behind, which is the only thing. Because if we play that out and he passes, then we have to go down another card to win this round. We're pretty much going to cold pass the second round because we want to go into the third so that he can't pass when we play our Avalak, which would suck. So maybe I'll actually go for the Armoured Cavalry.
Alba!
Alba indeed. Alright. He's got the Guardian. He's got Stefan. Those are some nasty things. Stefan's not going to be too bad though, to be honest, because yes, he gets to pick any card from his deck, but we're going to be actually drawing his entire deck out anyway, so he's going to see his entire deck. And this puts us far enough ahead so that any card probably won't put him ahead, and then we can Van Heemar and maybe pass and try to get him to catch up, or keep playing out crappy little cards like our standard bearer, which is really not that strong right now. Should be noted as well, he could have his own standard bearer to clear the weather if we do go for the Van Heemar, so maybe we actually go for the Overdose instead. He's going to go for the Mardrome for the Spores. Okay. Now he's going to banish him. I think we'll actually go Overdose with Van Heemar. It hits 6 random enemies by 2, so 12 points plus the 3. It's 15 points. We're 7 behind. Yeah, seems good to me. As long as it doesn't hit the cow carcass, we should get full value. Nah, we missed out on a point. We're reasonably far ahead now.
Greetings.
Alchemist.
What is it?
Revealing more of our cards. He almost knows our entire hand now. 1 point behind. 9-point play with the standard bearer. Could also just boost a card in our hand for the future round. I wonder what we'd boost though, because a lot of this stuff I want to bring back to my hand. Maybe just boost T-Bar so he's even more absolutely busted when the time comes. Or we could just boost something on the board for a 9-point play. It's 8 points ahead. Yeah, I think it's probably best to stick something on, let's say, this dude here. Rock tossers don't really hurt us that much anymore. 6 on the front row, 4 on the middle row, 3 on the back row. If that is indeed what he goes for. I'm just going to probably pass soon anyway, so... If he plays something boosted for our Peter, I might play it out. I'm not sure I will, though. But if he doesn't go ahead of us, I'll pass. Almost certainly. Because then that either gets an extra card out of him or we win the round. Oh, beautiful. Sweet. We take round 1. probably just going to cold pass the second round. We get Stefan and a Rot Tosser. Is there anything that we want for the final round? Almost certainly. I suppose a decoy would be cool. A Sire could be good. Yeah, alright, well, I think we'll Stefan then. Make sure we get that card. Although, we get an extra 10 points on the final round if I just wait. Plus, we might get it in the mulligan. Yeah, let's get a card out of our opponent's hand. Make them go first. So they go down to 8, and then down to 7 on the final round. Gets an extra card out of them, so they go down to 7 cards in their deck. So they did have the standard bearer. And they take the round, which is completely fine for us. Get a Magna Division. I'm gonna mulligan that for now. We'll probably end up finding Albert Pikeman. Oh my god. That was the worst. The only card I didn't want to see. I'm sure we were bound to find it eventually anyway, but it still doesn't really make me happy to see it. So,
What do you need me to do?
goes for a Stefan. Which does mean he's going to draw whatever card that he put on top. Most assuredly. But we're going to do the same thing. Question is, do I want to go for maybe Swears? Try go for his spotters? If he's got more than one in hand, it's not that good. But if he's got them all in his deck, and maybe that's what he went for with his Stefan, then Swears is pretty good. But we still can't get Swears until we draw cards, so he's still going to get it. Let's have a look.
What's this called?
Let's see. Yeah, let's go get Swears. We might be able to thin something out of his deck. We have access to what he's played as well, so... He's not likely running 3 standard bearers. Might be running a 3rd alchemist, but if he plays it or we find it, then it's useless anyway. So the spotter right there is probably our main target. Unless he plays something out of his hand right now that he hasn't played yet during this game.
I don't work for free.
Reveals the Imperial Golem. Takes down Stefan. Sure. I wonder whether we even want to go for Albric this turn. Avalak, sorry, not Albric. So we might want to... It's a Death Wish. That kind of only really helps us in a really roundabout fashion. I'm wondering whether or not we want to hold on to this just for extra removal, because of course Leo Bonhart could have taken down Avalak there. Maybe he's got more to take it down. So something like a Rot Tosser on the back row. Just get more cards out of him. It's not likely to do anything effective, because he can just put an agile unit down there. But we can always spend our leader ability and any other bounce effect that we've got on the Rot Tosser instead of the Avalak. Because this is kind of a transformational deck. It doesn't always have to win by the mill. It does have just good value here. Yeah, so I'm going to take 6 points off of him by the looks of things, which is fine. I accept that. Well, let's just play another fight. Doesn't really do anything, just gets another card out of his hand. Delays our battle plan that little bit further. If he doesn't know that we're Milfgaard at this point, then he probably doesn't deserve to win, but he's probably holding on to a lot of cards that might draw him more cards. And therefore he doesn't want to play them.
Warum?
Lays down his spotter. So that's what his golem's there for. His guardian, sorry. You can target that every time with his spotters to give them an extra 11 points. He hasn't tried to draw that card either. I think he just knows that our Avalak's the only one to draw. No sense in going for Peter just yet. Let's play out our Avalak, see if he's got removal. We get Swears. So if Avalak survives here, we're very likely to win, I think. Because if he can't kill it, then we can mill. And if we can mill, we get card advantage. And that does a lot in this deck.
Let us see.
Ooh. Cantarella draws a card. And gives us 11 points. That can't be good for him.
The North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
Leader ability. Shackles our Avalak, making it silver, which means we can pick it back up. So he's going to draw another 2 cards. Our opponent's at 4 cards now, so if we do that 2 more times, then he's got no cards in hand. And then Tibor gets just pure value with no downside. And we draw more cards while he draws none. So I think we'll go for Swears this turn to take down the spotter, just in case his third one's still in the deck. I don't want him drawing it and doing what he's doing right now.
Hop to it, knaves!
It's not in his deck, it's in his hand. Okay. It's also information, so it's fine. We are playing a little bit too heavily into good old, what's his face? Geralt Igni. Can get 22 points on us right now. Didn't think about that. That could be a misplay.
Warum?
If he didn't go for that sweet, sweet value there, he hasn't got it. He could have it though if I draw him more cards. I could use Armoured Cavalry to find out. So we can reset 2 of these spotters with Peter plus Kahir. Excuse me. And then if we draw a decoy, we can reset the other one as well. Let's find out what the top 3 cards are.
Alba!
Siri and a standard bearer. Right, well, we'll take the extra points there.
I exist because Master Gehenna wills it so.
Okay. So we know he's got at least a bronze in the deck, so Tibor gets him value right now. So I'm wondering whether or not we cohere with Avalak just to get the decoy so that we can at least peter with decoy instead. I think that's what we're going to go with. So, play Avalak from our hand.
At last.
Draw cards. Very nice. Very nice. If we can mill him, bounce that back. If we do Avalak one more time, we get pure value from the Magna Division, pure value from the T-Bow. Plays out his Standard Bearer. We are 37 points behind, but it's good to note that we've got Peter with at least one trigger on a spotter. We need to hit decoy with Avalak in order to get 2 of those down. It was a little bit of a risk, but it does allow T-Bow to be a little bit more powerful, and the Magna Division's just a straight up redraw as well, which is good. In fact, no, we won't go with the Magna Division because I don't know if that last card on the very bottom was a bronze. We knew we had a gold, a bronze, and a non-unit. So I think we have to Avalak.
At last.
There's a decoy. And a Magna Division is another redraw. He's got no cards left. Royal Decree, dead card. Alright, we know Ciri's the last gold card that he's got. He's got 2 more silvers in hand. Question is, what are they? And how much does it matter? We can completely just wait until he runs out of cards anyway before we go for the Peter, so that he can't react to it. So let's just go Magna Division. Let's stick it on... I don't think it really matters too much. Stick it on this row. We draw a card.
Plenty in them.
Normally our opponent would draw a card, but he doesn't have any. Clear Skies does nothing. It should also be noted as well, a lot of the cards in his hand become dead cards the moment he has none left.
You've not seen me.
Mardrome does not matter to us. Yeah, Spores are Swears. Or our lower guy. I suppose that also works, that's 9 points. Okay, well. Magna Division number 2. Nice, nice, nice. If we wanted to go for Avalak, we could go with Assyria. So we could go with Assyria if we want to bounce the Avalak again, and then we would draw 2 cards instead of 1 card. It's a thing we could do. What kind of value can we get here? He's got... What agile units has he got left? 3 cards left. 2 of them are silvers. He's used Orcs, he's used Controller. I'm not sure what his last agile cards could be. I guess we will Rot Toss to the back row, see if we can get that 13 point. I'm not sure if we can.
I'm a dwarf for business.
He's gonna lock. That is unfortunate. 25 points behind, but we've got that in a single card right now. Plus we've got the extra value as well.
I shall be as you claim.
Put, let's see, our Albrick. Not that it really matters, mind you, but our Albrick, and let's go with our Rot Tosser as well. Gonna Spores the Swears. Yeah. I think it's time to go with the T-ball, because if he passes, we don't get any value. So we'll get it now. 3 points ahead, 2 cards in hand. One of those cards is a 5-pointer. Yeah. It's going to get rid of his spotters, and that's going to be game. Not too shabby. Alright, let's go on to another game. See you there.
Onward, sons of Nilfgaard!
There is but one punishment for traitors.
Alright, so we're up against John Calvé. Oh my god. Well, easy mulligans right there. And we want to get rid of Magnavision as well. They're a 3rd round card. Pretty useless to us in the 1st round, honestly. So this hand is... it's not great. So John Calvé is notoriously famous for thinning out his deck. He's also got 15 card deck size as well, so this could be a good matchup for us, as long as he does a lot of thinning. So our first turn play is, as usual, going to be the Albert Pikeman, thin out our deck just a little bit as well. If he plays anything I don't like, then we go to Swears it, and we never see it again, hopefully. And our opponent is on the play as well, which is awesome for us. So, what you got?
Discipline, that is what you folk lack.
Imperial Brigade, this is a spy deck then. Does this hit? It only hits enemies. Let's Swears this guy, see if we can hit any.
Knaves.
Oh, we hit both. Wonderful. That's 2 cards into his graveyard. Never have to deal with these guys again, which are really good with spies. So if that is his deck strategy, then we've kind of just hurt it quite a fair bit. If this is something also really good, then we might decoy Swears and hit something else. But that's all 3 Imperial Brigades taken care of. Don't have to worry about that. Whenever a spying enemy appears, damage an enemy by 2. That sounds like a terrible card that we don't want to play against.
Come on, stalkers, we ride.
Oh, he's got all 3. If he's got 3 anyway, they're all in his hand. Alright. Have it your way. Yeah, it's going to be odd with Swears not hitting enemies, but he's going to have like emissaries and things like that that come into play on our side. And they do grab...
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
...cards from his deck. So he's going to be playing cards from his deck every single time he plays one of them.
A highly curious case.
So he might take this round, but he's going to go and thin his deck out quite a fair bit. We're going to get our pikemen out and start thinning. Should buy us a little bit of time. So we do have a throwaway Magna Division.
Dead.
If he ever decides, oh, he's going to get rid of our pikemen. That sucks. Unless he thinks we're going to bounce this assassin. By its base power. So we could move the assassin over here and deal 6 to the Imperial Brigade. Base power's down here, thanks to the Gwent tracker. It's one of the main reasons why I'm using one, to be perfectly honest. Okay. How do we want to proceed? I do really want to win this round, is the thing. Let's Alchemist.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
Fine. Kaleak. Spawn an ambassador, assassin, or emissary. So that's quite a useful card nowadays. I do want to play around with spies. Milfgaard's probably my favourite of the factions. And I do actually have most of the Nilfgaard cards, which is cool. Just naturally as well from kegs. So unfortunately for us, he does have a very agile set of units. Is he gonna go for Calvé? No, he's changed his mind.
No door is closed to me.
Infiltrator turns our alchemist into a spy. And then deals 2. Okay. So, worst case scenario, he's got Imperial Enforcers. Vicovaro medics are locked to the range row. I'm just thinking about going for a rot tosser on this back row. I'm not quite sure what his siege units or agile units that he hasn't played yet are going to be. Could be a standard bearer, but that's 6 points, so I'm kind of happy with that. Let's try it out. See if that does us any good. Memory is not the greatest, so I might be forgetting about a certain few cards and their point values, and there's been a lot of changes recently as well, so even if I did know them, they've probably changed.
Milfgaard!
Oh. That sucks. Okay. Probably a fine idea to put it on the front row as well, because if you put it on the back, I'd have thrown this other rot tosser at him. We're 14 points behind. 14 points behind. Just wondering whether or not we want to continue this. I mean, we could totally go for another Swears on the Nausicaa Brigade. Would that be worth it? Let's try it out.
Patience is
Life's
not a
about taking
virtue
risks.
I am known to have.
Play the Armoured Cavalry. 10. And we'll bounce Swears. We can use him later as well, even if we don't want to use him right here. We're a point behind, though. He did have his own Asir, though, which will help him against Mil if he chooses to keep it.
The Nordling's hatred for us will never win.
Peter banishes me dude. Do I Swears out his brigade? Let's try it.
Hop to it, knaves!
Well, we hit one. He might have another in his hand. He's going to go with his leader ability.
Onward, sons of Nilfgaard!
Which I am really happy about, because now I get to pass and he's gone down a card. Alright, going in with Rainfarn. Further thinning his deck. He's got 5 disloyal units.
Enough! Let us finish this!
And gets Roach. He's so far ahead that even if I wanted to, it'd be stupid to carry on this. So we're just going to pass. right on here. He's made it really easy for us to make that decision. We need to find our Avalak and our shackles, because this would be the best time to use it. Okay. We find the shackles. I want to get rid of the Magna Division. If we hit a pikeman, I'll cry. Van Hamar, okay. What's he going to do here?
I shall be your eyes, my lord.
Cantarella gets one card out of his deck. He's going for the pass, which is good for us. I'm still going to play this pikeman out though, because if he passes, it'll get that last pikeman out of our deck, and we don't want to see it. So this could be a cold pass for him. I hope it is, actually. We might have to play Stefan though, as well, just to make sure we get the Avalak. So maybe he plays out one card and then cold passes. I don't know if he's going to do that though. And I think it's too risky for us to not play Stefan to get Avalak. In fact, in hindsight, playing that pikeman was a bad idea. Just for that reason alone. Didn't really think that one through. I was a little bit rushed. Yeah.
Yes.
Do we take the risk? There's so many hits in our deck, but there's also so many that don't do anything either. I'm gonna have to Stefan
The
for Avalak.
revolution is inevitable, merely a matter of time.
Yeah, it was a mistake. Shouldn't have played that pikeman. Draw our final card, which is Avalak. And I'm going to get rid of Van Hamar, looking for more draw, which hopefully leads us into some bounce for Avalak. Lead off with Albrick.
Wish, and I shall make it so.
Peter, that's not what we wanted. So we are down on cards, but the thing is, if we hit what we need,
Magic dies.
pretty soon we won't be.
With it.
He's putting his Roach in his deck. And his best, Joachim. Yeah. That's some decent value. If he can hit it. Which he can. But now he's played that, we can play into it a little bit now. I doubt he's going to bounce that. Right, let's have a look. Come on, 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 come on. Nope. Oh. Oh dear. It's really bad. It's really bad. I'm not sure if we can win. We know he's put a bronze card in his deck, so Tibor now gets him value. And he gets him some decent value as well. An Imperial Brigade is going to be pretty stupidly powerful. We do have the Peter to counter it, but he's got card advantage, so he's still going to get stuff off of it. Even if it is the last card that we play. He is hoping that he just pulls it from his deck.
Go on then, Kazel!
Well, there it is. And toggle its lock. It's probably for the best. since this isn't going to be used on Avalak anymore. So no spy value in terms of points, because this counters his emissaries essentially. His emissaries,
my son.
The one upside is his emissaries don't actually draw him that many cards in the future. Well, straight up killed our Albrecht. It's Alchemist.
Greetings. What is it?
This guy's roach in hand. Which is good. Protects his Asire from our rot tossers. Does he have bronzes in his deck? Would it make a difference in terms of our plays even if he did? Because we have to T-ball, right? We're not getting good value anywhere these rot tossers go, I don't think. And he's kind of gives us rot tosser protection as well with this assassin for the time being. Let's rot toss in the front row.
I never miss.
Well, we can use Peter to add points if we don't want to take points. Because that can reset Avalak back to 8 and then give him a boost of 3. If we need it. Is this Rot Tosser ever going to hit more than a 4 on the back row? Or on any row for that matter. It hits 2 in the ranged row. Or Vicavaro Medic, it hits 1. I don't know if we're going to get more than 4 points off of the Rot Tosser. Dear. I think we've lost. If he has no bronze cards in those top 3, we maybe stand a chance. And this emissary could pull the last one out.
I have no time.
Ah, he's got 2. And one's a Vicavaro Medic.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
Ew. Vicavaro Medic can get him Rot Tosser, but that does only 1 point. Could get the Alchemist, which is 8 points. Another Assassin to take down our Alchemist. It's probably for the best, or he could chain his emissaries. That'd be a bad idea.
As good as dead, that lot.
Yeah. So much value. He's only played 1 gold as well. You know he's got more. I guess we're going Peter regenning Avalak.
The common folk. I care for them.
To 33. We've got T-Bar, but 3 cards versus a T-Bar, and it's actually 4 cards unless he thins out that last bronze card. Which I hope he does right now.
If not by strength, then by stealth.
Turns our Avalak into a spy, which means he's going to kill it. T-Bar hits a bronze unit. Hits him an emissary. Oh, it's actually an emissary. That's actually fine. That's just 2 points for us. That is actually a win. Hang on. Those must all be golds.
Nothing will stop us.
Yep. Kills a spying enemy. Needs to make up 15 points with that last card. It's very doable.
Come to Pappy!
Yeah. Interesting.
Right.
Interesting indeed. We're at 41.
A shame I have no time.
Emissary completely misses. And he just gives us points. My God, how did we win that? Even after that punt costing us 10 points. Oh, was it 8 points actually? We still managed to get there. It was closer than it should have been. But still, good game. Very much enjoyed that. Ooh, a commando, wonderful. Alright guys, well that is gonna do it for today's episode, so thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy the content, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps out a great deal, lets me know you're still enjoying the Gwent series. As always as well, don't forget to check out the deck tech as well, where I walk through the deck a little bit more. It does a lot of fun things and it's very transformational as well. If you want me to talk about that, then their deck tech is available for you. And a video will be coming out tomorrow on this deck as well. So I do hope you've enjoyed it. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.